Asia Kangala Tashi Dele Taterenga and la Mishina put a twans in the Haguare Sete Mishi Kare Kurua Kare and Tover Mishiga Lenda Terenga Nagi Toloblau main building aja Tolobji and at this moment Mesa Parale Duda Mode Chikitina jungle chiri that in the Tolobna jungle Sumunda down race Sumunda Yaman Saju Taleri Kale Kandaja Tang chipped is the marks and my pain and Dixaro. But you know, marks pretty. Master my pain and Dixaro is shaking awesome. Mushida made a wine and Yula. Shina pass and Barida. Tang Talichin, the marks on the Tarun Tang Manga chain the Compaja di Talicalida. Mazata Tereng, Tolo Lebdu, and a Tolobla Rotering. Say the Chitodo, in Chiki say the Zudo podcast say Villa Lebdu and a Tolobla, say the Capanala, Shane Dam record with you there. Tini Jagal Popa the gang get Jagalum Balako in the Delhi and get shown down, then take a cola. Dang Popa Cola, Tini Puja, Jagala, get into no dejo down, take gala. This Seketa Shiro Chisua. Naroko motion of Musa Risha. More in a podcast in on the legally Hurda. Timoke Mala Chok to two and a gash of this at Oshila, Roshi Dasua. If Popa Gong shake on a Tini to two chets of Jura. At the end of the Roya. Think I Zelemba and Zelemba and that's only on Zelemba. To suit day in the terrain, Nazinta Laja Omashe. Then the metis and the terrain to suit day that cannot do the hoop. Compatal Jago and Ketology. Kale counter again is Shabja. Compaja, Kaleka, Tegala, Kareku, Tarong Mahatang Chino. Kalendo, thinking and to Tatagora, Povida, Tivaco Tigida, Kejapo Sheguda. Kejalani that's a shame, Mishida. This say, Kapshi Vigora. Yaya. I engage you in gets another in one's name is Hoguranga, and at the Corona gets it as a Homara, so that was the online Nagana. Tini Pire, possibly Pire. Arranged dormitory. Tini language school.
Sure. Yeah, I'll just leave it open and come back here to fix some things.
Today we have someone from a family who came along with Dalai Lama in 1959, and her name is Nawang Hardy, and she's a student at GSIS. So back in India, I had a friend who, when he was 6 years old with his uncle and older sister, walked through the mountains for weeks in order to come to India. And we want to get to know your story, Nawang. So how did your family and you come to India?
Hello, and Tashi Dele. This is Nawang Hardy. And my family came to India in 1959 when His Holiness the Dalai Lama, he moved to India during the operation time. So my grandparents actually came to India, followed him. And initially in India, my grandparents, they stayed in the Himalayan region, and the Tibetans during that time played a major role in building the roads. So the labor work was mainly done by Tibetans during that time, and they were building roads in the Himalayan region. That was our initial job. And after a few years working as a road constructors, we were moved to different settlements in different parts of India by the Indian government and settled into different camps.
I see. So where have your family been living?
Currently, we are in one of the camp in one of the state called Chhattisgarh in India, and there are 7 Tibetan camps over there. And I belong from the camp number 2 in that state, and it's called Menpat.
Is that widely accepted? Like if you partake in another culture's traditions, like it's not seen as betraying your own tradition or like straying from the culture. It's just
No, not at all. Especially in terms of Tibetan, I think like Tibetan people are very open-minded. So in that terms, I would give an example of like my own family. My grandmother actually married a British guy. Like she married Scottish when she came to India. And it was the initial days in 1960, like 1964 or 65, she got married to an Englishman. And it was very early, to like accept someone from a different culture altogether like that. So I think in that terms, Tibetans are very open-minded.
Language, do you speak Tibetan only at home or?
I usually, so there is like in Tibet, there are different dialects of Tibet, which is different from the original, like widely used Tibetan language. In Tibet, I'm from the eastern Tibet part, so we have our own dialect. So in my home, I do not speak the normal Tibetan language. I rather speak my own dialect.
And like Tibetans are really stubborn, and I think they have to. And
Yeah.
have to be. Otherwise,
And-
they will be like mixed into other culture and disappear.
Yeah.
And we obviously don't want it to happen because Tibetan culture is so unique.
Yeah, and also I think there is a sense of keeping culture and tradition alive much more when you don't have a land.
Yeah.
So when you don't have your country, you want to hang on to something that you have, So I think people who have their own independent land and stuff, they do not think about their culture very much. At least not each and every individual keep the responsibility of like this is my responsibility, my culture. That sense is not there in like general people in terms of that. But every Tibetan, I feel, they have a sense of responsibility that they feel towards keeping the culture alive. So they try to do bare minimum that they can do in that terms.
Yes. So tatanda nga podcast shoot with the kanga vita tini hamu ko da ya puriu me hamu ko da ta kandari thi tini tatanda nang parang jandon ko nimatal shad nang don ko ena tanda university rang lo ta rong be pura ni kanga ingi university re ni tatanda tholob lo tini tholob ni pha nang don ko podcast से के ताकतान डरी थी हम को रियो ना तो जिन्हें edit रीने जिन्हें ले आंदे तिनी हाँ को रखो रियो ना हम को चेक करे जेलें के जा करे जेलें हम को चेक तागो जिन्हें तागो खोता या बाय बाय